Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Charger Bulletin News. I'm Karina Rodriguez.
And I'm Nicole Rivera, and here are this week's top stories. Due to inclement weather yesterday, the final USGA debate was canceled, but that did not delay voting. Starting today, there will be polling stations open in Bartel's lobby until 7 p.m. for students to vote for candidates. There will also be a polling station open tomorrow, February 22nd from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Any student who wishes to vote online can go to Charger Connection and vote on USGA's page. Voting opens at 12 p.m. today and closes at 11:59 p.m. on February 28th.
Every year, University of New Haven students look forward to the annual Up Till Dawn finale event. Up Till Dawn is a program here on campus where students fundraise throughout the year for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. They celebrate their fundraising with an annual finale event where the final number raised is revealed. Along with a number reveal, the finale event includes food, music, activities, and prizes, as well as staying up from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. The mission for this program is to stay up till dawn for the families and patients who lose sleep daily at the hospital. This year, the university goal is to raise $145,000. The finale event is scheduled for this Saturday, February 23rd, and there is currently $80,000 raised. There is also a fundraising party tonight, February 21st, at 8 p.m. in the Alumni Lounge, where students will get their chance to continue their fundraising before the finale event. For more information about Up Till Dawn, you can email uptilldawn@newhaven.edu.
New information has been confirmed that supervising manager of Jazzman's Cafe, Nancy DeJohn, was changing the expiration dates on pre-made foods so that they stay on the shelf longer. DeJohn declined to comment, but district manager of Sodexo, Michael Ward, said he was unaware of the situations but will not tolerate those actions. Other employees were aware of the problem and told DeJohn to stop, but she allegedly claimed the food was still good. Some dangers of eating food past its expiration date, according to a university's lecturer, could be staph aureus, which can cause nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and more. For more on this problem and those dangers, visit thechargerbulletin.com.
Well, speaking of health issues, the University of New Haven's chapter of the American Dental Association, or ADA, is hosting free healthcare screenings today, February 21st. Students can go to the dental center located on the Boston Post next to Subway to have their blood pressure screened, receive their BMI measurements, and more. The screening started this morning at 8:30 a.m. and will end at 3:30 p.m.
Despite the groundhog's predictions, 2019 has not had the early spring we anticipated. We've been bouncing back and forth between warm and cold temperatures for a few weeks now.
School has been delayed, closed early, or canceled for the day these past few weeks. So we wanted to remind you of exactly what you need to remember when we're experiencing cold weather. We turn to Kiana Quinones for more.
Thanks, Karina. It's easy to forget a few essentials when you're running late to class and you didn't account for the cold. Here's some reminders to get you by in case we have another unexpected storm. Number 1, layers. Especially if it's below freezing, don't be afraid to layer up. Buy thermal shirts, leggings, long johns, or wool tights to put under your clothes to keep the cold out. Number 2, hats, gloves, and scarves. These wonders come in handy even if we aren't expecting snow. When the temperature drops, the air can be very harsh on other parts of your body your jacket doesn't reach. So don't forget at least one of these at home to help deter the cold. Sometimes I like to wear this nice headband that keeps my ears cold but leaves my head out. So when you're expecting your body to be below freezing temperatures, the air can harm your skin and leave you with painfully dry lips. Avoid licking them and keep lip balm on hand. That's our tip number 3. Licking your lips can not only make them more chapped and irritated, but it can do the same to the area surrounding your mouth. So keep a little on at all times, especially if you're going to be outside. Number 4, appropriate footwear. Whether they're snow boots, duck boots, ski boots, whatever it may be, keep your feet protected. Wear long socks if you can to protect against the wind, and you'll be all set. Waterproof shoes are the best. I like duck boots. They're great because not only are they waterproof, but they keep my feet nice and warm. So number 5, and this one is more for commuters, but plan to leave your house at least 5 minutes early. Warm up your car. Just like us, cars need to adjust to the cold so they can function properly. Now, I know some of you are fortunate enough to have auto start, but if you're like me with an old busted vehicle, we have to just run outside quickly, turn on the engine, and let it run. And finally, don't forget your winter jacket. As long as it's below 50, keep a winter coat on deck. Zip up, stay bundled, and you'll be winter ready.
The women's basketball team faced off with St. Rose on Saturday and downed the Golden Knights 55-37. Senior Katya Oje finished with 12 points and 11 rebounds, her first double-double of the season, to cap off senior night, where the team paid its thanks to its 4 graduating seniors, Oje, along with Aaliyah Christie, Sienna Van Dyke, and Alexandria Kerr. The team will travel to American International on Saturday at 1:30, before concluding the regular season Tuesday when they return home to take on Lemoyne, with tip-off set for 5:30 p.m. The men's team followed suit, cruising to a 73-54 victory over the Golden Knights Saturday, where the team honored its lone senior Najee Larcher and special assistant Tyler Collins. Junior Elijah Bailey led the Chargers with 15 points, while redshirt sophomore Derek Rowland and junior Roy Kane Jr. finished with 14 points each. The team will also travel to take on ASC Saturday before ending the regular season February 26th at Charger Gym, when they face off with Lemoyne in a game that could decide whether or not the Chargers will host a playoff game in the NE10. The team is currently in first place in the Southwest Division and ranked 3rd overall in the East Region in the first NCAA D2 regional rankings, which came out last night. Lemoyne is currently listed at 5th. Tip-off in this huge season finale for the men's team is set for 7:30 on Tuesday. Softball traveled to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina last week, returning home with a 3-2 record following the Snowbird Freeze-Out tournament. The team finished with a 5-1 win over Clarion, a 14-6 thrashing of Felician, and an outrageous 14-1 victory over Slippery Rock. The team also lost to Millersville 2-1 and Kutztown 9-2 on Saturday. But overall, the Chargers finished the tournament with a run differential of +17, outscoring opponents 33-8 in the 3 victories. Freshman pitcher Ava Fitzmaurice was on fire in the circle for the Chargers, finishing with a 2 ERA with 16 strikeouts in 21 innings of work, earning her NE10 Rookie of the Week in her first week as a collegiate athlete. The team is back in West Haven preparing for a March 1st doubleheader against St. Thomas Aquinas, with first pitch set in Game 1 for 2 p.m. Baseball is finally here, and the team is set to open the season this weekend when they'll make their trip down to Myrtle Beach to participate in the Northeast Challenge Tournament. The team will play 4 games in South Carolina, beginning with Wilmington Friday at 2 p.m., a doubleheader against Felician at 11, and 19th-ranked St. Thomas Aquinas at 2, finishing up Sunday with a meeting with Concordia at noon. And finally, in a long week of sports, the Chargers welcomed 2 new members to the athletic family last week, as Brian Quinn was announced as the 14th head coach of the men's soccer program, and Krista Cooper was named the 4th head coach to lead women's volleyball. Nicole Carina, 2 new coaches, and another team opens up the season. They're hard at work up at North Campus.
They sure are, Ethan. The hard work never stops. That concludes our show for today. Thank you for joining us again this semester for the latest campus news and events.
Check out newsstands across campus for the latest edition of the Charger Bulletin, with coverage of everything Charger Nation.
Don't forget to tune in on Monday for a new episode of The Charge Up. We have an exclusive interview you won't want to miss.
We thank you for joining us today. I'm Kiana Quinones.
I'm Ethan Cardona.
I'm Corina Rodriguez.
And I'm Nicole Rivera. We'll see you next week.